Welcome to Trailblazers show right here on the wireless. We're talking all things adventure, hiking and fitness levels. And today I am joined by Chris Olinsky from Big O Event Solutions. Welcome to Trailblazers, sir. How are you?
Sim, thank you for having me. I'm fantastic. Always good to be in GQ.
All right, that's awesome. So you have 3 divisions under Big O Event Solutions, namely Big O Sports, Big O Events Management and Big O Event Hire. What inspired you to start organizing these trail events and your business?
So the business started in 2014 and the inspiration was entering my first ever trail run because I wanted to do an adventure race at the end of 2014. So I entered a trail run, I think it was a 6 kilometer, ended up running 12 kilometers and quickly realized that when you enter 6, you want to run 6 and thought there was a bit of a gap in the market to maybe organize something that is according to what you entered. And through that, the journey started. And I've always had a passion for the outdoors. I've grown up in Port Elizabeth in the outskirts of Colleen Glen. So I've been a bush baby my whole life. And that's where the journey started in 2014. And as the time went on, we quickly realized there's a gap in the market for more of an event management service. Started with the event management, and with time we thought to add the fact to have the event hire part as well, which is your infrastructure for an event. So with the times, last year we did a little bit of a rebrand, renamed the company to Big O Event Solutions, because that's what we are. We are solutions. We like to find problems and give you the best solution.
So how do you prepare for ultra distance trail runs, and what is your fuel strategy?
Yes, so ultras, I'm kind of known as the guy that just wings it. So when I am actually exercising, I train. I've got my own little training regime, but for me, it's all about just being in the outdoors. The more time I'm on my legs, the more I feel I can achieve in the end. So preparing for an ultra, best advice is don't forget the reason why you're doing it.
Okay.
Have a purpose. If you want to win, by all means, go for it. There's only one step in the first place. But for me personally, it's just I want to get out there and have fun. So if I'm going to suffer while I'm having fun, that's fine. I can do that too.
Oh, wow. If you're going to suffer while you're having fun. Okay, that's cool.
That's my dark side.
You have a trail race called Die Pofadder.
Die Pofadder.
Die Pofadder.
Yeah, we went for a deep Afrikaans there.
Yes, well, which it has a day and night races, and it will be taking place on the 15th of this month. So please tell me about that.
Okay, so the Pofadder, we had the idea in 2023 to just create something different, a different name, bit of an aggressive look. So we started the Pofadder Trail Run. It starts and finishes from Grassroof.
Yes.
The beauty of it is, and that's part of our business, is relationships. So we're fortunate enough to get access to private properties next door to Grassroof. So the runners aren't just going to run laps around the Grassroof route. They get into the private properties. So Saturday night, the 15th of March, is the first stage of the race, which will be a race on its own, which is a 5 and 11 kilometer distance at night. If you think you're running slow, come and run at night. You feel like you're running 10 times faster. Just don't look at your watch. And then, of course, Sunday, the 16th of March, we'll roll out into a normal full day of morning events where we'll have a 5 kilometer, 11 kilometer, and then 20 kilometer for those that are brave.
Okay, those that are brave. All right. Oh, how cruel are the trails?
Well, rolling hills. There's 1 or 2 rolling hills. Nothing severe. It's a route that you can run start to finish.
Okay.
If you're fit enough. But the 20 kilometer, for me, it's my favorite route at the Pofadder because it gives you access to the beautiful parkrun route within Grassroof, the stunning property next door, the stud farm. You get to experience that. And then from there, I'd like to say it's downhill as you head down onto the beach at Sardinia Bay. So you get to run that beautiful coastline all the way to the Sacramento Trail before heading up a level to the top line and then heading all the way back into the property next door, finishing at Grassroof.
No, really, they are brave, those that do that, eh?
100%. If you saw what it looked like in 2023 when we had this event the first time, it was like, I want to call it a cyclone. It was the most insane weather and we're just hoping for not to have the same weather this year.
Well, I guess I'll see you on Saturday. Next week Saturday.
It's only if you're doing the 11K on Saturday and the 20 on Sunday.
We'll go back.
We'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that. Well, what motivated your passion for sports and event management?
What motivated my passion? I've always had a passion for business. My father, who's a businessman himself, he was a good role model to me in business. And from a young age, I've always been in business. Trail running, sporting events, event management. I am an introvert, kind of like an introvert extrovert, but I enjoy bringing people together. And just from a trail running specifically point of view, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing mom, dad, and a youngster finishing an event, and especially when they do it together. So, yeah, Big O Sports, the trail running side for me is all about family participation and creating a platform for families to get together, have a fun morning on Sunday, but at least by 12 o'clock you could be on your couch having your first beer.
That's really nice. What's the most memorable trail running or hiking experience you've had, and what made it so special?
For me personally?
Yes.
I think it will have to be the one day myself and my partner that I go to the mountains with decided to do a mission. We measured it out. It was crossing all kinds of peaks, all in the Eastern Cape here, just behind Longmore Forest on the Elands River border. And we measured it out and we were like, okay, this mission will take us 10 hours. Starting 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 I stood in a puddle of water. So I ended up getting my feet wet very early on.
Okay.
We finished around midnight that night. And my partner Andy literally sleepwalked to the car.
Oh no.
So that was really a memorable experience, and just going through that whole suffering, seeing sunrise, seeing sunset.
Yes.
Experiencing that day, we experienced all kinds of weather. We had extreme hot weather, we had rain, we had it all. We were at one stage above the clouds. I've still got footage of it. That to me was one of my personal most memorable experiences.
You experienced all the seasons.
All the seasons in one day.
Was it really 10 hours?
It was 19 hours something.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was worth it.
I'm sure it was worth it.
Yeah.
So can you share any inspiring stories of runners who have overcome challenges and achieved their remarkable goals?
Yes, with Big O Sports, and that's part of the reason we started the business, is to open up a platform for people to experience properties that they don't normally get to experience, because most of our events are on private properties. Inspiring stories for me is, yes, there's so many, but there are so many people that come to our events for the first time that have never done trail running, and I always point them out before the event, and watching them finish and just seeing that smile on their faces, to me that's incredible. And having people, there's Stephanie, a good friend of mine. She did her event, actually had COVID. It was my first ever event where I wasn't at the event. My team had to manage the whole day. The race starts, I'm pneumonia, I've got COVID. She phones me, or somebody phoned me saying, here's this woman, she's in tears. So I say, put her on the phone. I'm like, what's up? She's like, no, it's Stephanie. My hydration pack broke. So I said to her, well, what's your problem? Take your flasks out, go run. And she was right at the back of the field, sobbing her eyes out. Quickly realized, like, geez, you know what? I'm still out here doing my thing. Finished, did a really good time, and managed to get through it. So for me, the inspiration with the events is people, we are our own worst enemies.
Yes.
And our platform is there for everybody. It's not for the racing snakes only. It's not for just the hikers. It's for anybody that wants to challenge themselves and to experience nature on a whole nother level.
That's awesome. And I think if you put your mind into it, you can do it.
You can do it. We did a trail clinic many years ago, and we had about 12 people there, 4 ladies that only used to run between 10 to 15 Ks. They left that clinic and entered, which was one of our toughest events, the Crossways Challenge. It was a 35K trail run. It was really brutal. And all 4 of the ladies managed to finish that race, and they never thought that they would be able to run those distances. But just by motivating them and making them understand that you can do it, that was enough for them to enter, and all 4 of them finished. So anybody can do it. It's not just an elite bunch. We are all capable of trail running.
We are all capable of trail running. Well, I'm going to take myself up to that challenge.
Yep, 11K and then 20.
All right, what advice would you give to somebody who's new to trail running and wants to get involved?
If you're new to trail running, come to one event, enter the 5K, and come and see what it's all about. Don't listen to what everybody else is saying. Come and see it for yourself. With our event specifically, it is a family-based event. So we cater for mom, we cater for the kids. Dads generally don't have a choice. If mom wants to go and the kids, dad just comes along.
Yes.
So come and check it out, see what it's about, and then you make your own decision from there.
All right, well, you heard it yourself. Go check it out for yourself and experience. And I'm about to experience it for myself this
So we want
next week.
feedback. We want to hear what your thoughts are.
Okay, definitely. All right, my last question for somebody who's listening and wants to join in. Are there any beginner trail running events that you guys do?
So again, it's like driving a car.
Okay.
The accelerator's on your foot. So all of our trail runs is open to beginners. It's not that we grade the routes and that it's like a death-defying experience. All of the routes, every single distance that we offer, it is doable for anybody.
Yes.
And but my recommendation is always start with the 5K and slowly build your way up. And then once you've done our long-distance events, then you should be ready to go and tackle an ultra.
All right. So you talked about a trail clinic. What is that?
So a trail clinic, we haven't done one in a while. It's something we'll probably do next year again. A trail clinic is where we get certain role players in Kebega and we teach them from nutrition to recovery to training. We really give them a full insight of the behind the scenes of conditioning yourself for trail running or for sporting events. And generally that inspires people to realize that anybody can do this.
Well, you get the full package of just joining in on the